you're filming?
Yes.
What's the problem?
I didn't say there was a problem.
Okay, is there a reason why you're filming?
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason? Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you.
Is there a reason
I answered your question already.
why you're filming?
Can I ask why you're so close to me right now?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Peeps, and in today's video we have cops harassing, detaining, and arresting citizens without any legal justification. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Leave a comment and a like to help this video spread for others to enjoy. As always, I will leave the links to all the original videos in the description below, so be sure to visit their channels and show them your support. Now let's get into the video.
We'll see. So this is 201 King Street Center, and they have different offices in here. I think the customer service though is around the corner. Actually, gonna check out the directory here real quick. This might be a good one to do. Like a huge taco shell bowl.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Yes.
What's the problem?
I didn't say there was a problem.
Okay, is there a reason why you're filming?
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason? Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you.
Is there a reason?
I answered your question already.
Is there a reason why you're
Do you
filming?
have permission to do that
Mm-hmm.
from the county? Written permission?
Do I need to have that?
I believe so, especially if you're going to be coming.
You sure about that?
Videotaping folks.
You 100% sure about that?
So we're just trying to find out why you're filming.
Can I ask why you're so close to me right now?
Well, you have an object that can be violent. So I'm trying to find out.
You just said I was filming, so apparently you know that it's a camera.
Yeah, but that's a stick.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a reason why you're filming?
Am I using it in any manner that's threatening to you?
I'm just asking you, is there a reason
Can you answer
why
my
you're
question?
filming? You haven't answered mine yet, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Is there a reason why you're filming?
What's your name and badge number?
Do you
Griffin.
have written documentation to be?
What's your name and badge number?
Do you have written documentation?
What's your name and badge
to
number? I
be
won't talk to you unless you identify yourself.
No.
Are you public officers or are you wearing costumes?
I've just.
Can you please identify yourself?
I've just identified myself.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Roll your film back.
Sir, what's your name and badge number?
Do you have written authorization to be in this?
What's your name and badge number, please?
Film.
Tell the base. I've already given you.
Am I being detained right now?
No, you can leave anytime you want
Okay, if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. You have a nice day.
I didn't ask you.
You have a nice day, sir.
I didn't ask you to leave.
Sir, you have a nice day.
You have
Okay?
a nice day too. But
Thank you.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
You have a nice day. You said I'm not detained, so I'm stepping away from you. Thanks. Please stay out of my personal space.
Is there a reason? You're on county property, sir, so I can be anywhere I want to. So is there a reason why? Excuse me. Can you get this out of my face?
Uh-oh. Please don't touch my property, sir.
So
That's assault.
no. Assault,
Yes, it is.
Assault is on
This
a
is an
person.
extension of my body.
No, it's not.
It's an extension of my
So is
person.
there a reason why you're filming?
You said I'm not detained.
I did not.
Okay,
say
so
you
have a
were
nice
detained.
day. I don't have to talk to you, sir. You still haven't identified yourself, by the way.
You can roll your film back. It'll say
SPD.
Do we need to get Major Jatilla involved in this?
Major who?
Jatilla?
Who is that?
Who do you think it is? Do we need to get Captain Marinko involved in this? What about Captain Butchley?
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Can you please identify yourself?
I've identified myself.
You have
already.
not.
When you roll your film back, you'll hear it.
You guys have a good day.
Is there a reason why you're filming? DVR, whatever you want to call it.
What's your name and badge number, please?
I've given you my name.
What's your name?
I've given it to you already.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have. So is there a reason why you're filming?
Okay.
I'll answer your questions when you give me your name.
So
I've
much.
given you my name.
You were backing me into a corner, sir. There's no way I can remember what your name was.
Okay.
You were trying to get me to physically react so you could take me down while your partner was putting his kick the shit out of this guy gloves on. It's all on film, and it all may be in court. So please state your name for the record.
I've given you my name.
Okay.
Do you have written authorization to be filming inside of the King County building?
Did you wait for me to answer before you called the police? And what did you tell them that I'm doing exactly?
We've answered several times.
Okay. So I didn't answer a question? That's what you told the police? We have someone here not answering our questions? What law does that violate?
You're walking around filming.
Is that illegal?
You're walking around filming.
And it almost sounds like you're about to say this day and age. Don't even start with that crap.
So you don't even want to let.
So what is illegal about filming?
I didn't say it was illegal.
Then why'd you call the police?
Sir.
What is the reason we gave to the police, sir? Can I know that? What did we tell them?
Because you won't answer our questions.
Oh, so you said, hey, I got 911, I got someone here not answering my questions. Can you please hurry up and send 10 officers with guns?
Maybe you'll answer their question.
Oh, so in other words, you want to use intimidation to get me to answer a question.
No, we want you to.
Why do you call the police for someone not answering a question? Am I obliged to speak to you, sir?
You're inside.
Am I
the building.
obliged to speak to you,
You're
sir?
inside the building.
Am I obliged to
You're
speak to
inside
you?
the
Why don't
building.
you answer my question?
Because you
It's yes or
are
no.
not answering
Yes
any
or
of my
no,
questions.
and then I'll answer one of your
You
questions.
won't allow me to finish.
Am I
You
obliged
won't
to answer your questions?
allow-
Am I obliged to answer his questions?
You won't allow.
Am I obliged to
Lower
answer
your
his
voice.
questions?
Lower your voice.
Am I obliged to answer his
Lower
questions?
Your voice, sir.
Am I,
Lower
look
your
how you
voice.
guys don't want to answer me, but you call the police on me for not answering you. Why don't I call 911 and say you're not answering my questions?
You are more than
How about that?
You're more than welcome.
Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not a fucking pussy. You don't call the cops for shit like that. Tell me what law I've broken. Tell me if I'm obligated to answer your questions.
Are you going to let me answer it?
I'm listening.
Or are you going to let
The whole
me-
world's listening. Go
Are
ahead.
you going to let me answer it without you interrupting?
Yeah,
like
sure.
You've been doing?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Do you remember all the questions?
Again, you're interrupting me, so I'll wait until you're ready for me to answer the question.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to restate the questions again. Am I obligated to speak to you? And is recording in a public building illegal? And am I being detained? And what is your badge number and your name? Those are my questions. Go ahead.
So, what I was going to tell you before you interrupted me is that you were walking around, you were filming. It didn't look right. You were going into different areas. We came to find out what was going on, if everything was okay, and you began with this. I don't have to answer questions. Am I being detained? Which we didn't say you were being detained. In this day and age and stuff, with people walking around and encasing buildings, anything could have been done. You could have been looking for a new film site for a movie, which you have to go through proper channels to talk to the right people to get that permission.
You done?
They got another long piece on it.
You done?
No. We got one out there, right?
It's 2860.
You done?
Are you looking for?
So go ahead and fill in these 4 things for me.
Oh, you're waiting on Steve.
I guess that was his answer then. Okay.
Today is
Didn't answer my question.
Still filming. He's on the move.
You think he's telling him how he backed me into a corner? You know that's considered an arrest, right? When you prevent someone's movement, that's considered an arrest. Yeah, you know that. That's why you're not answering. Now, you guys are the ones staying silent for some reason. You had a whole lot of talking to do a few minutes ago. Now we're just quiet as a mouse, aren't we, Horn? You were flapping your jaw a little bit ago. Can't help but notice you're a lot more quiet right now. You're not barking as many orders as you used to be.
There's one thing for sure.
Here comes the backpedaling.
No, ain't no backpedal. I'm saying, here's one thing for sure. You're not gonna hurt nobody.
What did you tell the police? Why did you call the police on me?
You're gonna ask them when they get here.
Why'd you call the police, Griffin? There it is. I finally saw his name. He's been trying to cover it up this whole time.
I hold my vest, man. I hold my vest. I always hold my vest.
Notice how you're not barking commands right now anymore. What happened?
What do
You were asking a lot of questions and barking a lot of commands a little while ago.
I still answer the same question.
You never answered my question once. Am I obligated to talk to you? You never answered that one.
I'm still asking you the same question. Why are you?
Am I obligated to talk to you? And what is illegal about filming? You want to answer those questions?
asking-
And why did you
I'm
arrest
told
me?
you why.
I'd like to also know why you arrested me. Sir, when you prevent someone's physical movement, that's an arrest. I could not get out of that corner. And I have witnesses, okay? I'm going to get the witnesses' contact information. That's an illegal arrest, sir. That's an illegal arrest. So Officer Horn is still stalking me. Harassment and stalking. And Officer Griffin illegally arrested me. Pushed me into a corner, would not let me move. That's prohibiting someone's free movement. It's a civil rights violation, and it's felonious assault, and it is illegal arrest, and it's unlawful detainment, and it's false imprisonment. All punishable by 2 to 10 years in federal prison, depending on what jurisdiction takes the case. This video will be forwarded to the King County Prosecutor's Office, to the City Attorney, to the District Attorney, to the Seattle Police Department, and last but not least, to both of their supervisors and whatever company or agency that they work for. This is what happens when you come into a public building, publicly accessible to the public, and you record. Where are the cops? I thought you guys ordered them code 3, man. Man with a camera. That's some dangerous shit right there. You guys left your station unattended, by the way. There's maybe somebody needs help here. So no one's here at this station. They're following a law-abiding citizen around who's recording. You guys ever heard of the Constitution of the United States of America? It's AKA the supreme law of the land. Have you heard of that, Horn? Constitution? Griffin? No comment? No, you're blocking people's way. I'm here, you're standing there. Now they're going around your big body. See that? There it is. They're having to walk around him. Okay, perfect. So anyway, the Constitution of the United States, First Amendment. You familiar with it?
You sound like you're very familiar with it. Why don't you go ahead and recite it?
Okay, the First Amendment grants us the right to free speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and freedom to address your government for grievances. This is a public building. I'm exercising a First Amendment protected activity. That means if you impede my exercising of that right and that activity, you are violating my civil rights. Okay? That could either result in criminal or civil penalties for you, Mr. Griffin, who pushed me into a corner and restricted my movement. It's all on film, don't worry. You can argue to the judge. Don't argue to me, because you're just going to fuck up your case. So anyway, like I was saying, the First Amendment gives us the right to record in public. That's why the police haven't come rolling up here code 3, because they know that all I'm doing is filming in public. That's the question you should have asked before you got in my face. Be professional, okay? I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. You look like a ridiculous kid who just got his hand caught in the friggin' cookie jar. Don't.
The right to record in public spaces is generally considered a protected First Amendment activity, allowing citizens to document events of public interest. As a rule, if you are not interfering with the ability of a public official to do their job and the recorded activity is in public view, then the recording is protected under the First Amendment.
Hey, how you doing? You guys open?
Yep.
Awesome.
Come on in.
Are you the superintendent?
I certainly am.
Awesome. You're the guy I want to talk to.
Okay. If you can say any of my red lines.
Sure.
Okay. Do you have an appointment?
I do not. Just came to get some pictures of the office, pictures of the buildings and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would like to speak to you afterwards, though. Yeah, this is, yeah. Hey, you guys don't have a desk or anything,
You
so.
have to make an appointment to speak to me, though. I don't just take, you know.
Look at the map over there.
What's your name?
Rich. So Mark thinks here by playing copyrighted music that it's going to make a difference if I post his picture or anything on the internet. So it doesn't, Mark. It really doesn't.
Do you have any other business here? Or you just...
Yeah, my business is First Amendment protected activity, which is recording in this office, yeah. In this public office, sir.
Right.
Yep.
Do you have any other business?
I'm all set with you if you want to leave. Yeah, that's fine.
No, I don't.
Yeah. You just have the girls come in and pretend I'm not even here.
Could you call the police? I guess this guy's been a lawyer in our office.
Loitering's without a purpose. I have a purpose, sir. So for somebody that I need an appointment to see, I mean, you're hanging out with me an awful long time. Right? Oh, nice. Ladies! How are you?
How are you?
Apparently I'm loitering.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently that's what I'm being accused of, is loitering.
Well, we just got a complaint that...
In a public office. Yeah.
Well, we just got a complaint that, somebody was trespassing, so...
Yeah. No, this is a public office.
No, I know that. But obviously, any complaint we get, we have to talk to whoever.
Business to do or anything here?
Sure, I do. My business is First Amendment protected activity, which is recording in public. Oh, I asked to talk to him and he wasn't willing to talk to me. So, I don't know what to tell you. I came here to talk to the highway superintendent and he refuses to talk to me. I even told him I'd shut the camera off. I'd like to talk to him about some of his employees.
I can't speak
Sure, but
on his behalf, but
so-
if he doesn't want to talk.
So they've outlined what's public. I'm staying within the public. I have legitimate business. It's called First Amendment protected activity, which is filming this public office. Loitering was without a reason. I have a reason to be here.
I'm not.
Do you have any information, sir?
Do I have any information? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's Mark. He's the highway
No,
superintendent.
I mean your information.
Yeah, I'm not willing to give you any of that.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, we just came here because somebody had called that,
Yeah, sure. No, you guys were like circling out. He was circling outside like for the last 10 minutes before I came in.
Who?
The other officer.
Oh. Yeah, that's all right.
So Officer Hill and Officer Holt. Nice to meet you, girls.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you can. My name's Rich.
Okay,
It's nice to meet you, girls.
all right. Are you from the area?
I am.
All right, no worries.
I'm gonna hang out here until my business is done, and then I'm gonna leave.
Okay, what kind of business do you have?
First Amendment protected business.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just making converstion with you, okay, sir? But yeah, no, we just got a complaint, so obviously any complaint we get,
Sure.
we have to, come and investigate it. Obviously,
Follow
public building, you're all set.
Awesome.
If you need,
So I was
officer-
trying to tell Mark that
So he's
the
allowed to just stand here all day?
Well, I mean, it is a public building.
so Mark, I already told you the fastest way to do this. The fastest way for you to do this is to take your camera, to go back there, leave me alone for 5 minutes, and I'll leave.
I mean, it's open to the public. You know what I mean?
Right. Even though he doesn't have any
I can talk to you right now. I don't need an appointment.
Right. Well, I mean, unfortunately, we can't remove him from the property. So.
How is that unfortunate? I'd like to ask you, how is that unfortunate that you can't remove it?
Just as in, like.
A better way to have said that would have been this. Fortunately, he has rights just like you do.
Right.
And he has the right to do what he's doing, just as he had the right to pull his camera out and do what he did too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm having a conversation with
Yeah,
you.
but you're using the words unfortunately like I'm doing something wrong, like you want to take me out of here, but you can't.
No, I'm just.
That's what it sounded
Because
like.
he wants you removed. Unfortunately for him, I cannot do that.
Again. But you know how that sounds to me as the guy standing here with the camera. It sounds like you can't remove me because, unfortunately, we can't remove
I already
him.
told you that I'm not going to. So,
Right.
I mean, what's the point of this?
So, Mark, again, fastest way out of this is for you to leave me out here for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll leave. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here, bud.
I mean, if he was threatening in some way.
The only thing is we can't force him to have some kind of conversation.
I don't want him
I don't know why.
at this point, I don't even want him to have a conversation
Yeah,
with me.
I don't
No.
know what you came here to talk to him about. I know you said employees, but if he doesn't want to engage in that, I mean, we can't make him. You know?
I totally get it. I even told him I'd be willing to shut the camera off. You know? Ladies, thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Have a good day, sir.
Sure. So I apologize if I jumped on you about that, but it sounded like that was the way you were going.
No, just because...
I get that so much where the police where the police want to arrest me, but they can't, and they use the word unfortunately.
Well, the only reason why I said that is because he wanted you to remove. And for me speaking to him, I was saying, unfortunately, kind of like for you, sir.
Yeah.
In your
I get
circumstance,
it.
Unfortunately, we can't remove him.
So
in that situation, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, not a big deal. I mean, these kinds of things happen all the time.
206 Central.
I mean, you're not committing. But if there's any issues today, give us a call.
Ladies, thank you.
Or a local
Thank you.
law enforcement.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yep.
Police harassing citizens without any legal justification is a serious civil rights offense, as it violates an individual's constitutional rights to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures, excessive force, and arbitrary detention. Often this falls under the category of deprivation of rights under color of law, which can be pursued legally through a lawsuit under Section 1983 of the Civil Rights Act.
Listen, we're having a conversation, my friend. Calm down. Listen. That's fine. I don't care. Calm down. Listen, I'm telling you, he called you. I didn't call you. Okay. I got a call from my tenant saying there's people in my yard. Yeah. I'm like, what kind of people? He goes, people with machinery. Okay. I had a weed whacker here stolen a while back, so I fucking ran over there. I'm pumped up. Yep. These guys are telling me I got this letter from the city saying that they have the right to be on my property and do this. And
this is my property. Don't, please.
You see that? You can
Look, get your hands off the gun.
Put your hands behind your back right now. What the is going on?
This is private property. I'm just carrying. This is my home. I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't know who these guys were in my yard.
You have a license for that?
Yes.
You have a permit to carry a weapon.
I have my blue
You
card.
have a permit to carry a weapon.
This is private property,
It doesn't matter if you're private property.
On your own property, you have the right to carry a handgun. Dude, I have a right to carry a handgun in my business. That's bullshit.
Yeah, this is my home.
You better educate yourself on the law.
Look, take the pistol out of my holster. All right. Take the pistol out of my holster. You'll see it's safe. There's a clear round. Perfectly safe. Look, I live here and I was protecting my property against invaders, and I am not. Look, I'm not. Look, I'm on you guys' side.
I understand, but you know cops are coming. You don't stand around walking with a gun.
It's not concealed. It's all. It doesn't matter. I'm on private property. I'm not.
He doesn't have to have a permit to carry on private property. He lives here, my friend.
Well, they obviously don't know the law. They don't know the law.
They don't know the law.
Okay.
They don't even know the law.
You know what? My supervisor's coming. You guys deal with him.
You're on my property. You know what? I haven't seen that paper and you're on my property.
You want to secure that in the trunk? I know how to let it. You're not sure. Give me another car here, please. I have a permit to carry. Yeah, I took the gun. I know that. That's what I said. I got two cars here.
This gentleman in the car lives here. This is my property. He has a right to carry the gun on my property. He lives here. He doesn't need a permit to carry.
Hold on a minute.
The law's the law.
Hold on a minute, okay? He's been like this. I know who you are. Hold on a minute. I don't care if he's recording. You're gonna hold on a minute.
This is my friend.
Okay.
I'm the landlord.
All right.
Okay. There's no need for attitudes. I don't know what's going on. All right. All right. There's no need. I'm not looking to escalate anything here. Here, first floor tenant. In my residence. A landlord. Okay.
You know,
Yes.
Okay. You want to phone? Yep. The phone.
I got a phone call from my tenant.
Permit to carry. What's this?
I ran over. I came over here. I told him this guy's telling me he's got paperwork to be here from the city. These two guys doing the landscape. I told him I want you up.
I'm not identifying myself.
I don't know what's going on.
you have any ID?
I do.
Okay, can I see it, please?
No, I'm not identifying myself. I'm exercising my rights.
Which of what?
It's got a court order, I guess.
Is there any reasonable suspicion that a crime's been committed that I need to identify myself? I'm here with my buddy. He's the owner.
They told me to clean up.
My name's Travis. It's my first name.
And the paper saying
That's all I'm giving.
Is this guy with you too?
Yeah, he's my tenant.
Oh, he's okay.
He's my tenant. You came
Listen,
out here.
we got called. Supposedly there was a gun here, so
There is, but he lives here. You're allowed on your property. That's the law in Rhode Island, bud. You need to know it. On your private property, in my garage, I can have my handgun with me in my shop. He lives here, my friend.
But you know what the problem is? You know, when people argue this stuff.
All right, that's fine. Find out the law, let him go. I mean, that's ridiculous.
He never did draw it. It was on his hip the whole time.
If you look at the law, it says on your premises or property. It's yes. Yeah. All right, I'm going to check it out because that's what I've read. So I mean, I'd like to be. When I'm at my shop, I carry mine. So I'd like to know.
Yeah,
I have a blue card. No, it's a blue card.
Does that mean you can't carry it?
It's not concealed, my friend. It's open.
Okay. It's concealed as having it on your person's property. Anywhere about your property.
On my property.
Anywhere on your person. It's on your person.
But in my property.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. That's not why we're here.
All right.
I'm not honestly. I don't even know why we're here.
Thank you for watching. Leave a comment to keep the conversation going and smash that like and subscribe button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push these videos out for others to enjoy and helps grow the channel. See you on the next one. Peeps out.